I grew up like many of our young men, unfortunately, without my dad in the home. I used to live with my grandmother periodically, and one day I was just simply watching TV in her back room in the den, and the episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air came on.
Look, I'll call you next week and we'll iron out the details, okay?
Yeah.
It was great seeing you, son.
You too, Lou.
Yeah,
I ain't need him then and I don't need him now.
Will.
Nah, you know what, Uncle Phil? I'm gonna get through college without him. I'm gonna get a great job without him. I'm gonna marry me a beautiful honey, and I'm having me a whole bunch of kids. I'm gonna be a better father than he ever was. And I sure as I don't need him for that, because ain't a damn thing he could ever teach me about how to love my kids. How come he don't want me, man?
When he asked that question, I got a lump in my throat about the size of a basketball. And I just couldn't take it, and tears just started flowing. Prior to that, I had never had a conversation with my mother about any feelings that I had about my dad not being in my life. But I called her immediately, and for the first time, I was able to voice, the issues that I was having built up inside of me.
You hear so much in the media that boys don't care. They unteachable. They don't want to learn. They don't want to do better. That's not true.
So the program is really a reflection of my life. I had a number of people who stood in the gap for me. I wanted to be able to do the exact same thing.
Most kids, like us, live within a 1 mile radius of their house, and they believe that that's what's up. So when I grew up in Joy Road, all I thought about was Joy Road. That's all I knew. When you guys see Phil Black, when you guys see Denard, when you guys see these guys in this program, you should be thankful of the time that they are spending with you to change the narrative of what it is to be a man.
Some of our sessions are what I call on-the-shelf trainings and workshops. And then we have some of our less formal sessions we call locker room, where we just simply give our young men an opportunity and space to just speak their minds and talk about the challenges of the day. One young man who he had just recently, gone to visit his dad at the cemetery, said that some guy, killed him in a drive-by. And you can just see through their eyes, man, and they are hurting, dude. They are hurting, and they don't understand it.
When I first started discussing the program with Mr. Black, he was very passionate about wanting to help the young men. I could see that he had a real drive to do something positive for them. He really was drawing on his own experiences, and I could see that his journey was going to help their journey.
The motto of the Manhood Project is about being present, not perfect. Just being there, a lot of people say, just showing up every day is 80% of the battle.
Growing takes a lot of falling down and getting back up. Part of the program is about learning how to get back up.
In this one particular session, it was one of our very last sessions, the boys were just off the chain, for lack of a better way of putting it. And been coming here now for anywhere 15 to 16 weeks. And right now, you guys are not showing me that you really appreciate the time that we have right now. Why should I keep coming? One of the young men said, because you don't know what this does for us. He just said it that simple. It really helped me to understand you may not see the change right away. You don't know what you are giving them and when it will come to fruition.
Thank y'all for letting me be a part of the Manhood Project. It really has been a learning experience from everything.
We had a lot of fun together. My Cody family, it was just I had a good year with y'all.
Through the partnerships that Mr. Black has, 4 of my young men who have graduated in the last 2 years have accepted full rides to Madonna University. And these young men needed the opportunity. And through the Manhood Project, they got that opportunity. and now they're college students on their way to what's next in their life.
Our hope is to simply help them to gain confidence in being themselves and help young men craft what manhood means to them.